Hello, America. Hello, boys and girls and children of all ages, and welcome to Fist Pump Friday edition of Montez at Midday. I'm your host, Dre Montez, and I hope everyone is doing well on this fun-filled, fun Friday here for sure. So, how's everyone doing? We're in the building here, getting it in for the people, by the people, of the people. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. There's several ways you can follow the show. We're on Facebook, of course. Hello, Facebook. Twitter at W2B Dre Montez, as well as YouTube Dre Montez. You can subscribe to our YouTube page, Dre Montez. Be greatly appreciated. And don't forget to visit the website, www.dremontez.com for sure. We have high fives in the building. Chest bump. Let's hug it out. Let's get in there for the real thing. Libra, stand up. My Libras out there. Libra Nation. Libra Nation. Happy birthday to all my Libras out there. If you're celebrating a birthday today, or was it this week? Was it this week? Huh? What's up in there? Already in the building. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you if it's your birthday. If you off for your birthday weekend, now we talking. Now we're talking if you off for your birthday. Like I'm talking you off today and Monday. And let's say your birthday probably Saturday or Sunday. So you off today and Monday. That's what's up. That's what's up. To the folks that are enjoying the vacation, whether you want it or not, you're off today. So enjoy the weather. It's fall. Let's get it in. To my men folk that know how to dress for this time of the year. Shout out, man. To the women that still get scantily clad and half nude, keep up the good work. Those of you know who you are for sure. And also, if you're celebrating an anniversary today, happy anniversary to you. To all my new grandparents out there, my man Richard, old softball buddy, congrats on being a grandpa. To all the new grandparents out there, congratulations to you. To all the folks that are pregnant with their first kid, a first kid is on the way. Hey, you did it. You finally put one in the hole. That's what she said for sure. Let's go through our pillars of the day. We're going to let it go. Ignore them people. Damn them. Let's give it some time. Okay. Don't compete with anyone. It's about you, so don't compete with anyone. Stay calm. Ease this pain. It's on you. And laugh. You got to laugh. You got to laugh. If you haven't laughed this week, something's up. I want to recall this back to 1999. The Y2K scare. People were losing their mind. So leading up to Wednesday, I do believe, was the 4th. Yeah, the 4th. There's been some chaos going on with a siren that's been going off and affect your phone, affect people that have been vaccinated, affect your television, your smart TVs, your smart vehicles, your laptop, your tablet. Did you, in your own way, kind of think a little bit that could have been a possibility and you unplug some stuff, you turn your phone off? Did you go too far with the warning that came on Wednesday? I personally didn't even hear the damn siren. Didn't hear it. Didn't hear it at all. Didn't hear not one peep. I don't know what that says about me. Could I be an alien? They coming. Don't know. But it is Fist Pump Friday, and how are we doing, good people? We're going to talk about some things today. We're going to talk about scammers out there. Thursday night football recap, not only in the NFL, but college as well. We'll get into our college football watch list for tomorrow. And also we'll get into the Major League Baseball playoff matchup, as well as the NFL schedule on Sunday Fun Day. And oh my, I think the WNBA finally has the matchup it's been looking for in the finals. Could New York finally win a championship with the Liberty taking on Vegas? Ooh, what they say, time will tell. Let's get on into it, good people. Thank you again for tuning in today on the show. Well, Thursday night football did not let us down by one bit. On the college level, you had the Hilltoppers taking on La Tech. That game started out wild. From missed tackles, breaking tackles, to celebrations that lead to you being out for the year. That's what that game was like. That game at one point was 35-7. At one point, that game was 35-7. That's why I love college football. You can call it Friday Night Lights if you want to, but that was exciting football had by all. Next game we had Sam Houston versus Liberty Mutual. Liberty Mutual. Great defensive stand in the end zone for Liberty to win the game. I went 1-1 last night. I had picked La Tech, and I also picked Liberty Mutual. Liberty Mutual. The celebration at Liberty's Field, that's over the top. I don't know who's in charge of the pyrotech there, but that's a little bit overboard for me. But that was definitely something to see. All right, for sure. That was the college matchup. Before we get into the NFL, I caught a little wind of this story. We have to talk. Scams come in all shapes, sizes, and forms, especially right after a tornado or a hurricane. Scammers are coming. Any type of storm, any type of home disaster, you got to watch out for the scammers, especially my elderly people out there. But according to the internet, people aged 20 to 29 are the ones that are being taken advantage of the most when it comes to being scammed online. You guys should do your homework. Contact the BBB. If you see the name on there or the item, right behind it, type in scam or type in reviews to see what type of feedback you get from that. And the reason I say that was over $2.7 billion in social media scams last year. Let me say that again. It was over $2.7 billion in social media scams last year. In the age group most affected by that, it's 20 to 29. We know young people don't pay attention. They say, ooh, ah, they click, they want that. They walk with their head down. They're walking a manhole. They don't pay attention to nobody in a group out, and they're always on their phone. Always on their phone. Just always looking down. They're not looking up. They're not listening. They're always looking down. So they're not paying attention to the grizzly bear in the room. They got to look around, but pay attention to the scammers. Again, $2.7 billion in social media scams last year. Do yourself a favor. Don't say I don't try to put out the word to you. Tomorrow, Saturday, tune in, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, to get my man Ray breaking down the college breakdown, ASAP Sports. All Plays Network. It's a free app to go ahead and download. Go ahead and download that. Or you can catch us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Apple TV, Roku. We're out there for you. So tune in tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, taking you right on up to kickoff, which is 11 a.m. So we're going to break it on down to you. All the college football action for sure. So be sure to tune in for that. Really do appreciate it. Also last night in football, we had the Washington football team at home taking on the Bears. Now, before the game, we found out that NFL legend and Hall of Famer Dick Butkus, number 50 at Illinois, fighting the Illini, went to the Rose Bowl, 8-1 that year. Also played in the NFL for 8 years, but I did not know this. I was today years old when I found out that Dick Butkus retired from the game of football at the age of 31 due to knee problems. 31 years old. So by the time, I want to say I was 12 or 13, I thought Dick Butkus played longer than that. You hear about some of these legends from back in the heyday of football with the slow motion video. It was a cold and illustrious day that day, and the Green Bay Packers were out there for you, and all needs and wants they need to be. It was a little different. The slow motion, the voice, the video, the way it was captured, the spiral on the ball, the sweat and spit coming from the hit. It was something different the way they captured the slow motion replays of football in the days of yesteryear. But no, I was not born. Well, I was born when he retired, but I never saw him play. Just saw highlights of Dick Butkus. Well-respected man in the NFL community. Maybe that is what lit a little fire under the Bears last night, in that Thursday night football matchup. Something else on Thursday night football, I never hit the button before. I hit the next gen stat button watching the game. And let me tell you what that's like for the people that have never utilized that feature on their prime. It's like playing the game Madden, your preset formation. You get to see everybody icon, their number and name, and they show you their routes as the play goes on. And you have little in-game tidbits coming from a voice. They never showed the guy who was given the in-game information. Again, it's on Prime. It's that next gen situation out there for you. It definitely is for sure. So check that out for all intents purposes out there in your viewing area for sure. But it was a good game. Why we couldn't get that particular that we saw that Bears team against the Broncos. We saw that Bears team. But last night, the way they were running the ball and the way they were just running the hitch and go so effectively, I think they could have put up 60 points if the other receiver could have caught those two balls. But DJ showed out. DJ Moore showed out. He showed up and showed out last night. 230 yards receiving for the whole game. Whoever had him in fantasy and you lose this week, you should retire. If you had DJ Moore and you have him on your roster and you lose in fantasy football come Monday, reach out to me. Let me know. We're going to check your roster. We're going to check for tampering charges, all of that could be linked to that, because that is uncalled for, unsatisfactory. I like the fact that Magic Johnson was there, part of the new ownership group of the Washington Commanders. Do you like it when owners speak out about the play of their team when they're at the game? Or should that be a downward chain of command? I like the way Magic said it. They didn't show up. My dude Chase Young and my dude, number 90, wherever you see him at, Montez Sweat. I think he had 2 sacks last night, a deflected ball. Defense could have did a little better. I don't like the play from their linebackers last night, and definitely their corners and safeties. Something was up. Something was up. The matchup was there. The defense nasty enough with the Commanders, but they did not show up. Justin Fields looked good last night. He wasn't rushed, hurried. He was focused. If you look at his eyes when the camera goes on him, I think he's not listening to nothing that nobody is saying. He can't hear anything but whoever's talking to him in his helmet. That's it. I think he found a way to block out the mechanism that is causing the distractions and the questions with the Bears. But good win last night for my dude, Shane, who's a huge Bears fan. Thoughts and prayers and condolences to the Bears community on number 51, Dick Buckets out there. But good win for the Bears. All right. College football Friday night lights. Who wants some of that? Who wants some of that? You got K-State at OK State. Kansas State versus Oklahoma State. Them Cowboys. Stillwater, stand up. Right there. Right there. I got some folks in OKC. That's their squad. That's their team. They rock with them. So because of that factor, I'm going with OK State in this matchup tonight. Nebraska, the Cornhuskers at the Fighting Illini. You saw the tribute that the Bears did for Dick Buckets. Can you imagine what the Fighting Illini is going to do for Dick Buckets tonight? Watch all of the older generation show up wearing the number 50 jersey. That's the number he wore in college. I got a feeling this is going to be an emotional victory. In game time kickoff temperatures, 50 degrees up in Champaign. So be sure to dress for the occasion, Fighting Illini fans. But give me Illinois in this game. I got an emotional victory that is well needed. On to one of my favorite days of the week, Saturday. College football Saturday does not get any better than that. The matchups, the pageantry, the locations, the fans, the live locations all these shows are doing from the SEC Network, ACC, ESPN, Pat McAfee, and Fox Sports. They all at a different spot. And if you haven't had the opportunity to watch any of these college game day shows, I'm telling you, the insightfulness, the players you forgot about that are part of these game day shows, especially on Fox and the SEC network. ACC is coming a long way too. And just the fact these fans are up with them early, the signs, oh my goodness, the signs are outrageous. I guarantee you we see some this weekend at the shootout. We got Oklahoma at Texas. Oh my goodness. Austin, Texas, stand up. I've been down there a few years ago and I kicked it, had a blast, did a tour of the college, whole 9, 6th Street, that whole area. Had a hand-rolled, handmade cigar made by a local. Love it downtown in Austin. This is one of those matchups where it could dictate the day on who you're rooting with, who you kicking it with, who you hope will win, who you know will win, and who's actually going to win. This game has been topsy-turvy matchups to me. If both quarterbacks can play this game healthy, I got Texas winning this one. But if Texas quarterback goes down, give me OU. But right now, give me Texas. Give me the Longhorns win this one. Next up, we got Maryland at the Ohio State University. Feel the turtle. Fear the turtle. They still haven't did it for the kids yet. Let's do it for the kids. Ever since Mr. Day went off on Lou Holtz, in a way that to me, this is the second time Mr. Day done something out of character. And he's supposed to be a D1 collegiate football coach, leading and guiding young men to lead by example once they leave this college university called the Ohio State University. We can't behave the way you behave in that Notre Dame situation. We can't do that. Can't do that at all. I'm looking for the upset. Fear the turtle. Give me Maryland beating the Ohio State. Oh, next up. I've already seen a few people putting posts up there. Let's go down to Como, be in Columbia, Missouri. As them Tigers are coming to town from Baton Rouge. LSU versus MIZ, ZOU. I haven't watched a complete Mizzou game this year. Luther Burden. I haven't watched a complete Mizzou game this year. Luther Burden. Yeah. I think I'm going to check this game out for sure. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Thanks for tuning in. What up, E. Cox? What's going on, my dude? E. Cox in the building. E. Cox. I'm sliding that way after the show, man. Got to hit that chili cookout in downtown Belle Vegas. LSU at Mizzou. Brian Kelly has been under a lot of scrutiny since he's taken the helm at LSU. What has happened to LSU since the days of Joe Burrow? A lot of SEC teams that we're normally talking about a lot, we're not getting that conversation that we need. With the portal and with the fact that everyone is catching on, they have let the athlete make their own decision on where to go. It's kind of shaking up things a little bit in the SEC. And Mizzou has been seeming to find its identity in the name of Luther Burden. I'm taking MIZ, ZOU. Will it be an upset? I don't know, but I'm taking Mizzou in this matchup. Next up, we got Bama, Nick Saban at Texas A&M. Oh, College Station. It seems as though it doesn't go the way Mr. Saban wants it to go when he goes to College Station all the time. What's an Aggie? I don't know. What's that 12th man like? We're going to find out this weekend. Bama doesn't have the firepower to me that we're accustomed to seeing. A&M doesn't have that swag. I still think Jimbo stole the money when he took the bag. He has not fulfilled his end of the bargain. What he promised? Championships. What he promised? When the conference. Has he done it? Get us to a major bowl. Has he done it? Give me a high-class recruit. Has he done it? If you flip that around on the athlete, he failed at every level. But since it's on the coach, he's a 10-year coach. He's been in this game for a few years. Now we're going to give him another 3-4 years. For what? A&M, show me something. What's an Aggie, Daddy? What's an Aggie? Give me Bama. Roll Tide. Next up, we got Vandy, as in built, at my Florida football Gators. Talking about not being where you should be at. The expectations of this ball club is far from where we're at. We're this far apart. We're this far apart. You know, the first time you get caught cheating in high school with that girl or that guy, y'all this far apart when y'all try to reconnect. We need to come back a little closer. Get on in here. I don't know what my Gators need. A speech, holding hands to watch a Disney movie, riding a roller coaster as a team and a unit. I don't know. Maybe watch Tubi for 24 hours nonstop. Bad acting at its finest. Give me my Florida football Gators in that matchup. All right, this is where it gets interesting. Kentucky at UGA. My good friend Cassie and the JoJo, that's her squad. That being UGA. UGA to be the number one team, I'm not feeling it yet. I need more out of you. You may need to pitch a shutout. You got the best tight end receiver in the game. You have a quarterback that doesn't quite yet understand the roles and responsibility of being a quarterback of the defending national champion. What's on the line is back to back, buddy. That's on the line. Don't screw this up. I don't want to make the game plan that big, but you saw what Kentucky can do based on what they did to Florida last week. But that was more personal than a game plan. I'm going to roll with the consensus. I'm going to stick with UGG on this one. So in the 6-game matchup we have tomorrow, we have Oklahoma against Texas. Give me Texas. We have Maryland versus the Ohio State. What Mr. Day did was unexcusable to me when it came to Mr. Lou Holtz. So I'm looking for the upset. Fear the turtle. Give me Maryland. LSU at MIZ. ZOU. Give me Mizzou. Bama at Texas A&M. Roll Tide. Next up, we got Vandy at Florida. Give me my Gators. And Kentucky at UGA. UGA, I need you to realize who you are. Okay, who are you, UGA? Give me UGA in that matchup for sure. We're going to take a short break here and come back more. Fist Pump Friday edition of Minds at Midday. Have a brief word with our sponsors and come right back. Help you set the tone for your weekend. I know things can be troubling for some people. Getting out of neutral into dry. Forgiving yourself. Getting out that door will help us right here for you. Be right back with word from my sponsor, TMS.
St. Louis, are you suffering from depression? Our advanced mental health treatments offer support to those facing depression. Supported by science and over 1 million treatments administered, a countless number of lives have been revitalized with our newfound healing process. Because your well-being matters, we have 2 convenient St. Louis locations dedicated to your transformative pursuit of mental wellness. We understand the importance of informed decisions. Research, discover, and take the first step toward a brighter tomorrow. Visit palmiertms.com to uncover more about our non-drug treatment for depression, covered by all major insurance plans. Let us stand by your side on this journey towards mental wellness. Contact us today.
Welcome back to Montez at Midday on this Fist Pump Friday edition of the show. If you just tuned in, just give you a quick recap what we talked about so far. We talked about scammers. First of all, beware, guys. There was $2.7 billion last year in social media scams. So be aware of what you're buying. If you're unsure, in that whole box you're typing, type in scam or reviews. It'll give you a report on that for sure. And the most critical age that was taken advantage of last year was the age 20 to 29. So stop holding your head down and pay attention. Maybe there is a grizzly bear in the room. Hold your head up and pay attention. Keep it on a swivel. We had Thursday night football last night. College football did not disappoint with the Hilltoppers beating La Tech. Very exciting game. As well as Sam Houston and Liberty Liberty Mutual. Liberty poured it out with a late defensive stand in the red zone. Thursday Night Football, rest in peace, Dick Butkus, as the Bears went into the Capitol and took care of business against the Washington Commanders for sure. And we did our college football pick'em for our games tomorrow. We got 6 games going to concentrate on. Oklahoma at Texas. Give me Texas. Fear the Turtle, Maryland at The Ohio State. Give me Maryland. LSU at Mizzou. Give me Mizzou. MIZ, Bama at A&M. Give me Bama. Vandy at Florida. Give me Florida. And Kentucky at UGA. Give me UGA. There it is right there. That's what we're doing. Now to when arguments happen. The NFL and nothing but the NFL. And also, hold on, Major League Baseball playoff matchup. Hey, MLB's in. Yeah, baby. Yeah, the wild card matchup was nice. Nice first pitches thrown out. Like the crowd. I like the way the fans got into the Major League Baseball playoffs as far as dressing up. Florida fans, we'll talk about that next baseball season as Rob Manfred has also had some suggestions on what needs to be done. But we got Texas at Baltimore. A lot of people wanted the O's to win. We lost Brooks Robinson late last month, so that's something to probably push the team. One hell of a third baseman for the Orioles. I think it's going to come down to pitching, and left-handed batters is the plus side for Baltimore. I got Baltimore winning this series. Next up, got the Twins at Houston. We're checking everybody. If anybody with an extra cell phone, drums, any clickers, any duck machines, anything that gives vibration, sound, or light, you're being kicked out of the game in Houston. Give me the Twins to win this in a shocker. Philly, Atlanta. Atlanta has too much power in the lineup, and Acuna just stole 4 bases. Ronald Acuna just stole 4 bases. 40-70 club, that whole lineup has the potential of hitting a home run. So pick your poison on who you want to pitch to with a runner on base. With a runner on base. Choose wisely. I got Atlanta sweep Philly in this one here. Next up, Arizona at L.A. That Dodgers top 5 hitters. That defense. It's going to come down to fundamental old school baseball. Hit and run. Bunting. Sacrifice. It's going to take all of the fundamentals of the game for Arizona to steal 1 victory from L.A. But I think these matchups here, we're going to see pitching. We're going to see power hitting. We're going to see bunting. Oh, a lot of stealing. And the crowd. The crowd. And give me relief pitching. I'm talking from the 7th inning to the end of the game. That potential right there. That bullpen, fundamental hitting, understanding the situation. How many outs it is, who's on base, and who's coming up behind you. That's paying attention to the game. Can you succeed knowing what's up? Okay. Who's bunting? That's what I'm looking for right there in the Major League Baseball playoffs that are taking place tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun for sure. Sunday, fun day. Oh, my goodness, it is here. The day we all think about, and I love Sundays when they give us an 8:30 in the morning game, Central Standard Time. This one's not in Toy Story mode, just a regular game from London. Talk to my buddy Jake from London. You got Jacksonville taking on the Buffalo Bills. And nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. But do you trust? Do you really trust Josh Allen? I think Josh plays to the crowd too much. I don't want to be so cliche, but he needs to do what Josh can control. You can't control the emotions and the do's and wants of the media, of the fan base. Do what's open and available to you. You stick to that, you can be a household name again. This running, this ill-advised jumping, carelessly running with the ball, scoop and score could lead to that. Jacksonville, sunshine. Come on now, Mr. Lawrence. Come on now. This is basically a home game for Jacksonville. This is a home game from Jacksonville. But give me Buffalo winning this one. Next up, we got Houston and Atlanta. Everybody's talked about Mr. Stroud. He's feeling real comfortable back there. Feeling good, feeling great, doing everything right. Check down, reads, knowing when to run. Don't want to put his team in a bad situation, i.e. field position, i.e. a turnover. So I like how smart he's being with the ball. Atlanta, and today utilized Mr. Pitts. I don't know why he's out there. You got one of the best tight ends in the NFL, and we can't even see him play because you can't get the ball to him. Won't get the ball to him. Give me Houston. Next up, Carolina at Detroit. The Panthers. If you go on Twitter and check out the Panther fan base, they're pissed off after last night because DJ Moore used to play for them. When players leave your organization and go somewhere else and do well, it doesn't sit pretty with you. It doesn't sit pretty with you. Detroit, that defense plays like the coach. We haven't seen that in a long time when a team can have the identity of one person, and you can see the hunger in that team. Give me Detroit. Tennessee at Indy. I don't know who Tennessee is yet. But defensively, what's going on, Mr. Henry, Mr. Derrick? What Tannehill, offensive line, play calling? What's going on there? Indy. So Jonathan Taylor, he said he's back. He's in the building. He might as well play. I'm here. I'm here. All fantasy people want to know, is he playing or not? I think we must know today by 2 p.m. We'll know today if Mr. Taylor is actually going to play this Sunday for the Indianapolis Colts. But in that matchup, I like the way Anthony is playing for Indy. Give me Indy. Give me Indy. Next up, we got the New York Football Giants at Miami. Oh, my God. This could be a bludgeon. We have seen what Miami can do when there's no defense. 70. We've seen what they can do when there's a little bit of pressure on the corners and up the middle. That makes Tua think, as we saw last weekend against the Buffalo Bills. But that's a rival matchup. It's a rival matchup. The New York Football Giants, we saw what the problem is. The coach and the quarterback, Daniel Dimes, got all that money. Again, I don't want to yell at the wrong person. I got to find out who his agent is. What did he do to get that deal? What is there, video? Did he blackmail him with an email? There's that. Explain how he got all that money. I don't know if the New York Football Giants even involved in playing football this year, but I'm taking Miami on this one. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints. Who dat against the Patriots? Back in the day, Parcells hated to be embarrassed. He doesn't mind losing the game, but losing the game where it looked like the team wasn't prepared, he didn't like that. That's how Belichick looked last week. That look in his face, I guarantee there was a secret closed meeting with the coaches and with the players that Mr. Belichick did. Don't know if the rumors are true about the quarterbacking situation, but there's a seek and find going on. A couple teams looking for quarterbacks out there. We're going to see who get him. And he's a former Patriot and Panther. Could be trying to come back. I think he's going to get this team up and going. I love the Saints defense, but they had a 17-net lead and lost that game. Give me the Patriots. Next up, we got Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Oh, it's a hitting game here. This is a hitting game. But neither team is where we want them to be defensively. Offensively with Mr. Pickens, as Omar Epps lookalike Mike Tomlin said, things are going to change. Well, your quarterback is not 100%. That defense, what they did last week, there's skepticism there. On the other side, you got Baltimore realizing, hey, look, we're tired of these slow starts, not getting ready until mid-October, early November. That's too late. Baltimore needs to put the foot on the gas right now. Give me Baltimore winning this game. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 games that are early games. Early games. All right, on to the second half games. We got Philly at the Rams. I just don't see the Rams don't have that hunger since everybody got the bag. Aaron Donald looked like Arnold Donald. Not Aaron Donald. He looked like Arnold Donald. He got the money. What he playing hard for? He just trying to make it through the season and then retire. That's all I think is going on there. McVay got his money. Les Snead got his money. So it's all on Matthew Stafford now. Okay. We've seen what his body can do. Not much if he gets hit. Not much. Cooper Kupp not back yet. This is a reaching situation, but we should know more about Cooper Kupp today after 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I need more evidence from the Rams that they want to play football again in a competitive way, other than just showing up and collecting checks. Give me Philly. Cincinnati at Arizona. Is Joe Burrow playing? Is Joe Burrow playing? Is Joe Burrow healthy? No, he is not. As a quarterback, every quarterback has spoken on this injury. Past, present, announcers, anybody that's played the position of quarterback that does not play anymore has talked about the high ankle sprain as a quarterback. You need to take time off. You need to take at least 2 to 3 weeks off for it to heal. But since he's been playing, only wearing the boot when he's not in the game or on the field, how many of you really think Joe Burrow sits at home with that leg in a boot? Exactly. He's young. He's not taking it seriously yet. I don't think he's 100%. I don't know who this Arizona team is. I think their quarterback was a financial planner last year. I'm going to stick my neck on the line in this one. I'm taking Cincinnati. I don't know why. Then we got the Jets, Jets, taking on the Denver Broncos. Is this Nathaniel Hackett versus Sean Payton? Please. We all know in the world of sports, we need outside entities to help with the motivation, to motivate you for the game, other than a paycheck, being on TV, and being affiliated with the NFL. We know you need motivation to beat that team. Whatever Sean Payton said about Nathaniel Hackett, was he lying? Was he lying or was he out of order for what he said? I would go he was out of order for what he said, but he wasn't lying. Wasn't lying at all. All I need is a piece of chicken, and I'd do a damn scene from Coming to America. He wasn't lying at all. Wasn't lying at all. But it was out of pocket for the way he said. Zach Wilson versus Russell Wilson. Now, the way Denver, lack of tackling against Chicago, that Bears, and lack of tackling against the 70-point game, that the highway to go to Denver? Yeah, it is. I need more from that defense. The lack of tackling, there's no leadership on defense. But give me my Broncos. Kansas City at Minnesota, the Purple People Eaters of America. Shout out to my boy Tyler down in Perryville. Kurt, my favorite third cousin. Did you like that? Man, when he was in Minnesota, he was hilarious. Kansas City defense is still not there. I think Minnesota can have some fun with that. If they get the lead, it comes down to time of possession. Minnesota gets this lead here. It's playing at home. You know what? I'm picking the upset here. Give me Minnesota in this game. Dallas at San Fran may be the most watched game this Sunday due to what happened last year. Who's the pressure on? They've shown us the numbers, what Dak can do when in the pocket versus to man coverage or zone coverage. They've shown all his statistical success with that, or failures when it comes there, when the picks come more available to Dak. Going back to the game last year, the fact that Mr. Brock Purdy is Mr. Irrelevant, who is now relevant, who everyone said could be an AI player, meaning the machines will rise. The machine will rise. If you look at Brock Purdy's eyes and the way he carries himself on camera, post-game interviews, two different people. Like last night, the Washington Commanders. Go look at the video of Mr. Howe for the Commanders quarterback before the game. Look at him after the game. This man got a 5 o'clock shadow in the middle of the game. This is going to be a good matchup. Dallas, do they need to play mistake-free football to win this? Yes. They're going to need more out of Michael Parsons, more out of Lamb, and establish some type of running game. And Dak must be on point. On point. San Fran, the speed of this team, they can hurt you outside, slot, running back, halfback screen. That defense just as hungry and nasty as Dallas is. This could be like that old school reminiscent of the 82 game that Dallas played against the 49ers. But I'm going with the edge of this. I'm going with the 49ers to win this one here for sure. And that's the Sunday night game for sure. One last note, guys, before we get out of here. WNBA championship is on the line. New York Liberty against Vegas. The Vegas Aces. Hey, look at the matchup. New York Liberty has won 3 out of 5 against the Vegas Aces this year. They got the matchup. They got the swag. The crowd participation will be there, especially in New York. Wouldn't that be something if the WNBA Liberty go in there and wake up the whole damn state of New York by winning this thing? Vegas, always a party. There's always a party in Vegas. Well, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for tuning in this week on all the episodes of D&D. Don't get butthurt on Monday. And Monday through Friday, we do Montez at midday. And if you have not had a chance to catch our latest episode of our podcast, Who's to Blame, it's up wherever you listen to your favorite podcast at. But we're on Spotify, Who's to Blame, the podcast, episode 532. Are we cheering and booing the wrong people is the title of that podcast. Don't forget tomorrow to join us for college football breakdown at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time through the ASAP Sports app. All Sports, All Plays app. Download that today, and we'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. to 11, taking up the kickoff. It is time for me to get my bib and my spoon ready. You know why? Chili cook-off, y'all. Bell Vegas, we on the way. Getting my spoon ready. Bringing my own bib. Oh, it's going down. It's going down. About to get my chili ready. All right, guys. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. And most importantly, don't forget to appreciate the details of the day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the comments. And thanks for sharing. See you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Peace. And we out of here. And we out.